Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to guide you through this today because honestly, the landscape of music creation has fundamentally changed forever. If you've ever felt completely held back by the massive cost of booking studio time, or hiring session musicians, or buying crazy expensive vocal tuning software, well, that barrier has literally been shattered. Today, we're looking at how you can generate unlimited voices for free. And hey, before we really get going, make sure to subscribe to AI by Kashan, like the video, and don't forget to comment down below with your thoughts as we go. Okay, let's dive into this. The big question on everyone's mind right now is, can you really generate studio-quality music for absolutely free? And I can enthusiastically confirm that yes, you absolutely can. But, and this is a massive but, there are some pretty significant technological limitations and some very, very serious legal catches you need to know about first before you just start uploading your new tracks to Spotify. So here is our roadmap for today. 1. Generating the voice. 2. A showdown between Suno and Udio. 3. Finding safe harbors. And 4. We'll navigate the current copyright battleground. Let's get to it. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Generating the Voice, from lyrics to studio vocals. AI has completely revolutionized this space. Breaking down the vocal landscape, it's really all about matching the tool to your specific use case, right? If you're a beginner wanting to go straight from a few lyrics to a fully arranged song with vocals, Music Seed is your absolute best bet. On the flip side, if you're a seasoned producer looking for absolute, down to the millisecond pitch and expression control, Synthesizer V is incredibly powerful, though, it does have a steeper learning curve. Want to experiment with voice styles for covers? Voicify AI is your go-to. If you need rhythmic rap vocals, UberDuck is the top choice, while Kits AI is just fantastic for those polished, studio-style vocal layers.
Now, just to clarify exactly what we're dealing with here, an AI singing voice generator is fundamentally different and far more complex than the standard kind of robotic text-to-speech tools you might be used to. It doesn't just read text out loud, it has to actually understand and match a melody, nail the rhythm perfectly, and, most importantly, inject human-like emotional expression into the performance. It is a massive leap forward in audio tech.
And that brings us right into Section 2, the showdown, Suno versus Udio. This is the heavyweight bout everyone is talking about.
Let's just contrast them directly. Suno is built for pure speed and simplicity. It absolutely excels at pop, hip-hop, and EDM, giving you predictable, radio-ready song structures right out of the box. And crucially, it allows you to actually export your audio files. Udio, on the other hand, gives you much richer acoustic textures. It's undeniably better at complex genres like rock or metal, where vocal harmonies and intense instrumental layering are so critical. But Udio currently restricts exporting those files off their platform, which is a really massive differentiator.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the reality of the free tiers. Both are completely free to start, but the allowances dictate everything about how you can use them. Suno gives you 50 credits a day, which is about 10 songs daily, and you can export them. Udio gives you 10 credits a day, but the way their specific generations work, it equates to roughly 10 songs a month for free. Because of Udio's strict export ban on these files right now, it's incredibly difficult to actually use your Udio creations in external projects. So Suno is clearly the more practical choice for most creators today. And look, this isn't just some gimmick for beginners. Legendary traditional hitmakers are adopting this technology so rapidly. Just look at this quote from iconic producer Timbaland. He openly admitted he spends up to 10 hours a day using Suno. When a producer of his caliber says this tech is something we need to embrace rather than fear, it pretty much proves that AI generation is becoming a permanent fixture in serious music production workflows.
Moving smoothly to Section 3, let's pivot to safe harbors. We'll look at royalty-free and open-source alternatives.
Enter platforms like SoundDraw. If you're making ads, games, or monetized content, you simply cannot afford legal risks. This tool removes the legal gray area completely. Their AI is trained exclusively on music written and recorded by their own in-house producers. Because they literally own every single note of their training data, they can offer creators a rock-solid worldwide license. You can monetize these tracks without ever worrying about a copyright strike. It's total peace of mind.
Another incredible safe harbor is Stable Audio Open. This brilliantly illustrates how open-source developers are really prioritizing responsible development. It generates samples up to 47 seconds long and is ethically trained on the Freesound and Free Music Archive databases. Now, it's not designed for full pop songs, but for sound designers needing drum beats, Foley, or ambient textures, it is a total game changer. You can even fine-tune the model with your own custom audio, making it an ethical powerhouse for bespoke sound design.
For the focused learner looking to really get hands-on, you don't have to rely on just one single tool. You can actually stitch these free AI tools together into a highly customized workflow. It's like a giant puzzle. You might start by generating initial ideas right inside a free digital audio workstation using BandLab SongStarter. Next, take that track to audio.com to use their free AI stem splitter, perfectly isolating the vocals from the bass and drums. Finally, pull those stems into Ableton Live and use Google's Magenta Studio to procedurally modify the melodies and rhythms. The sheer creative control you have for free is just staggering.
However, all this rapid innovation leads us straight into Section 4, the copyright battleground, lawsuits and settlements.
Let's walk through this timeline neutrally to really understand how we got here. Because it's been wild. Suno and Udio exploded onto the market in late 2023. By June 2024, the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIA, filed major lawsuits against both companies, claiming mass copyright infringement based on their training data. This immense legal pressure led to a massive shift in October 2025 when Universal Music Group actually settled with Udio, which forced Udio to pivot to a streaming-only model using authorized music. And most recently, in July 2026, a high-profile hack alleged that Suno had scraped training data directly from platforms like YouTube and Deezer.
Amidst all these legal battles, the conversation between tech developers and traditional musicians has become heavily polarized. This quote from the CEO of Suno in early 2025 really highlights the divide, where he stated that people don't actually like making music because the process isn't enjoyable. Statements exactly like this have fueled intense debate about the intrinsic value of the human struggle in the creative process versus the friction-free generation offered by AI. So the crucial point is this: if you are using these platforms, you must be incredibly careful. Free tiers almost always strictly prohibit commercial monetization. Furthermore, even if the AI generates completely new audio, if you prompt it with copyrighted lyrics or blatantly copy a specific artist's recognizable style, you are carrying immense legal risk. You absolutely must rigorously check the licensing terms of any platform before you publish a generated track anywhere.
Which leaves us with this final provocative thought to close out our explainer today. We've seen that AI can now generate the voice, arrange the instruments, and master the track in seconds. With AI breaking down literally every technical barrier to music production, what becomes the true measure of human musical creativity moving forward? Is it the prompt, the curation, or is it something else entirely? Think about that as you start experimenting with these incredible tools. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.